You stole my heart, you intercepted it. Now you're gone, have to accept it. Did I meet your mom too soon? Or did I do what I always do? Yeah, we made it to the 50, and then you kissed me. We made it to the 40, a new love story. We made it to the 30, and you did me dirty right then. You put the end in time.
You are.
And he's mad insane. Eyes on fire, can't take the strain. Pawns and pieces drive him to pain. His patience snapping like an old chain. Alas, my fumes can't take no more. Punks and slammers hit the floor. It's not about the game you see, it's about what fun could be. The sneaker villain, enter man. The sneaker villain, enter man. The sneaker villain, enter man. The sneaker villain, enter man.
Watching Alasmat the Shadow Bear. You are watching Alasmat the Shadow Bear.
You guys want to go get some D-E-S-S-E-R-T? Yeah, dude, I need me a T-R-E-A-T.
What you guys talking about?
Yeah, why did you guys just spell dessert?
No, shut up! Don't say it.
Why? Oh god, how do we tell you this? Simon can't spell. What? He can't spell, so when we talk about something he wants, we spell it out loud so he doesn't get too excited.
He's a grown man. He can't handle hearing the word treat?
Treat? No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
Oh.
Okay, what is happening?
We told you he gets excited when he hears the word T-R-E-A-T.
What you talking about? Taxes.
Oh, shucks.
What, so you guys just treat him like a toddler?
Treat?
No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
Oh.
Dude, you gotta spell if you're talking about F-O-O-D.
Okay, so are we getting an S-N-A-C-K?
Snack? Oh, come on,
Oh,
man.
dude, really?
Oh, come on, I spelled it.
Well, he knows how to spell snack.
So he can spell snack, but he can't spell treat?
Treat?
No treat!
Treat?
No treat!
Treat?
No treat!
God damn it!
Okay, he's getting fussy. It's time for an N-A-P.
Yeah.
What does N-A-P spell?
Party.
You're watching Indie Comic Outliers with Alasmat the Shadow Band.
I can't sleep, 'cause it's burning deep inside. Like gasoline on fire, running wild. No more fear, 'cause I'm getting closer now. So hungry, but I like it anyhow. I go faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster.
camera? Why is it doing that? What's up with my camera? Testing 1 2. Okay, making sure that you guys can hear me. Testing 1 2. Let me see what's going on with my camera. Because I had the camera on right. Why is it doing that? Weird. That is so weird. But let me. If I do this, then it goes to the HD camera from the laptop, and then I go back to the USB, and it should get me up to the updated USB. There we go. Update it. Yes. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. The people in the chat are starting to see, but it looks like we started off with 3 viewers. Now it's up to 6. So I guess it'll start to bleed in as the minutes go by. But I see that Massive Panda is the first one in the chat. Um, Hello, Massive. Let me just make sure that the sound is emanating on the stream. So I see it. I see the mic sound is there. Testing one two. To bleed in as the minutes. Yeah. Okay. Good. I hear myself on the on the stream, so that's good. Valley Law with the racist emoji. Shame on you, Valley Law. Shame on you. That was not nice at all. I don't know why you do those things. It's not nice. See, I'm an important person, and you have to be, you know, you have to be better than that. Much better than that. I don't know why, but you'll learn. You'll learn because I'm a creator. I cannot be bargained, what have you. Okay, Valley Lost you can hear me. Okay, great, great. So thank you for being here in the chat. I started late, so some of my regulars who normally would show up in the chat are not here. They got busy with stuff, but they'll probably peep in as the stream goes by. So, but if not, I can deal with 6 because I know Mikey No More streaming right now. So I guess a lot of people in this community are over there right now. So I took a chance. I said, I'll stream anyway because at the very least, the last few streams I've gotten some super chats and a couple bucks here and there for coffee. It's always good. It's always appreciated. So, but if you're hanging out in the chat, I appreciate you. You saw the thumbnail, so you know what tonight's movie is. It's a movie from Japan called Space Amoeba. It was distributed here in the United States by American International Pictures, which distributed a lot of foreign and films from like not just Japan but also the UK as well. They were responsible for not just this movie, but some of the Godzilla films, including Godzilla vs. The Thing, which was known as Godzilla vs. Mothra. They also distributed Yongari from South Korea, as well as Reptilicus from the Isles of the Great Danes. So they've distributed a lot of genre films, and their dubbing, the English dubbing is top notch. They hired Tetra Studios, which is also the same dubbing studio that did Speed Racer and some other anime at the time. So if you ever watched this movie, or if you ever watched like Godzilla vs. The Thing, or even like Godzilla vs. Swag Monster, and you hear the dubbing in those movies, you're gonna recognize some of those voices from Speed Racer. That is one of those voices is Peter Fernandez. Peter Fernandez was the voice of Speed Racer, and you'll be able to recognize his voice in the uh in the dubbing of those movies as well. So my thing is like choppy right now. The camera is. That's weird. So I'm gonna turn it off for a second, and let's turn it back on now. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It's kind of weird. It's weird that it's doing that. So, uh, hmm, could it be a sign that a sign of something, a sign of nothing? So, okay, yeah, it's doing that little choppy thing. That's weird, you know. So anyway, so yeah, so it was this movie was directed by Ishiro Honda, and it was his last collaboration with special effect director AJ Subaraya, the man responsible for the Ultraman series. He was also the special effect director for all the Godzilla films and all the Toho special effects films up until 1970, up until this movie. This movie and Latitude Zero. Actually, no, no. You know what? Let me take it back. Agent Subaraya did not do the effects for this movie because this was out in 1970. He passed away in 1969, and his last special effects movie was Latitude Zero with Joseph Cotton and Cesar Romero. Yes, Joseph Cotton and Cesar Romero were in a Toho film. So this is like one of the first Toho films that feature special effects by I believe Teruyoshi Nakano. who took over from Eiji Tsuburaya up until Godzilla 1985. So this was the first movie in the new regime of special effects. The score was by Akira Ifukube, the same man who did the scores for some of the classic Godzilla films up to that point. Ishiro Honda was the director of this movie. And after this movie, I don't think he did another special effects film up until 1975 with Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. But he did a few episodes of Zone Fighter, which featured Godzilla. Some that featured King Ghidorah. I don't know if he directed those, but he did direct some of the Godzilla episodes and some of the non-Godzilla episodes in that show. So, um, yeah. Why is my camera doing that? I don't like that. I don't like that my camera's doing that. Actually, I'm gonna take off the indie ally thing for a second. I'm gonna just bring it here because I like the look of the template, but yeah, I want to open up another browser window. I'm gonna try and see if that does it because I don't like that it's doing that. It just looks weird. So let me try let's see, USB camera. Okay, I'm gonna play around with this. My OBS updated, so I have a new like template, new interface on there, and okay, yeah, this should do it. I think this should do it. I'm gonna remove this one, and there I am with the OBS. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so the template seems to have updated, which allowed me to actually not be able to hear the audio that plays on the OBS. So I don't got to rely on the studio anymore. Oh no, it's Jabba the Cook. No, there are viewers here, Jabba. There's viewers. I see them. I see them. They're lurking. I see the numbers. It's bigger than zero. So you lose, Jabbage. This is a victory for the Communitah. You lost, Jabbage. You have lost. We have won. We are winners here, Jabbage. We win. This is a strong, healthy Communitah. You are the loser. You are the seether today. I am the winner. I win every time. Every time, all the time. I win. And the sooner you realize that, Jabbage, the better you're going to be. And I hope when that day comes, when the day comes, says turn the mic up. Okay. Yeah, I just got to speak up louder because the mic can't go any higher than this. Even if I did the um because in my audio, see audio. Okay, yeah. I mean the audio is what it is, so I can't go. Oh wait, maybe I can go higher. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm messing with it right now. Let's see. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, testing. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it looks like it went higher, at least in the you know, based on the bar and the meteor. Yeah, I mean it looks like it's gone higher. I think so. Total high, total victory, maybe. Yeah. Okay, we'll see. We're gonna leave it at that for now. Um, maybe output audio. Let's see. I did the output audio. Let's see. Space offset. Yeah, I have set on monitor and output. So okay, gives me the percentage. Okay, yes, it's I put it up at. Let me go up another. I'll make it exactly 150%, and that should do it. That should do it. Okay, so we'll work with that for now. It looks like it's going up a little higher. I think. You guys tell me if that makes a difference. But we got Monkey King Zealandia saying I'm doing ASMR. No, I am not doing ASMR. I don't think so anyway. Yeah, so something up with the camera. It's all jerky and everything. I don't like it. Maybe actually I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try. Well, no, should I disconnect it and reconnect it? Let me disconnect it and reconnect it. Maybe I'll do that. So I'm gonna go ahead, disconnect it and reconnect it while the chat comes in and people show up. Let's see here. Disconnected, and now I'm gonna reconnect it. Okay. In the meantime, I'll just switch cameras for now and say hi to the people in the chat. So let me see. We got uh let me go up here. Boom. Okay. We got okay, I said hi to Monkey King Zealandia. I mean it looks louder. I'm looking at the audio tab on the USB on the OSB. Sorry. OSB. I mean it looks louder, so I definitely see a noticeable increase in the volume loud volume. So but everybody else Cthulhu says good for you to laugh at. What does that mean good for me? I don't know what that means, but I am victorious. I'm very victorious, Cthulhu. every day, all day. That goes without saying. Let me check the USB now. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing with when I switch cameras is it doesn't the size of the window doesn't stay consistent. So I'm gonna have to do like separate browser windows for each camera. Okay, let's see now. Does that work now? Okay, so no weird popping in and out. So I think I fixed it. I think I fixed the problem. So that's good. That's encouraging. And we're up to and Jabba, are you here? Are you here, Jabba? Because guess what? We're up to 9 viewers, Jabbage. 9 viewers. You lose. You lose. We are at Hell to Communitah, Jabathia. So you lose, and I win. I always win. So we're doing Space Amoeba, aka Yog, Monster from Space. When it came to the United States, it was known as Yog, Monster from Space, which doesn't make sense because there's no creature in the movie named Yog. There's the cuttlefish Gezra. There's a Kamibe the turtle, and the crab monster. I forgot the crab monster. Oh no, is it? Yeah, Kamiba's a turtle. What's the crab monster's name? I don't know. I'm too lazy to look up. But yeah, there's a giant crab monster, giant turtle monster Kamiba, and Gezora the cuttlefish, who, according to the American International Pictures dub, is an octopus, but it's actually a cuttlefish. And if you look up cuttlefishes, you'll see that it's exactly what it is. But that's what we're gonna draw. We're gonna draw the cuttlefish. And if you haven't seen the movie and you're as old as I am, you may have seen the monster because there was a music video from the 1990s. Let me see if I can find it. And I don't know if I'll risk copyright. I shouldn't. But let me see. Let me see. Let me take a look at it. New. Hmm. I'll find it. What's the name of the band? Name of the band. Let's see. 90s music video. Gezora music video. Here we go. Okay. It was what's the name of the video? No. That's not what I'm looking for. There's a rock band named Gezora. That's not what I'm looking for. What's the video? Music video. Uh, let's see. NWO New World Order. What's the name of the song? For the life of me, I don't know the name of the song. Chat. I if somebody in the chat know, help me out. But I'm trying to find the name of the song. It was yes, that the heavy metal song from the 90s. Not heavy metal. It was more hard, not even hard rock. It was like maybe electro rock, hard rock music, whatever. Let's see, Yog Monster from Space. Let's see, music video, 90s, 1993 maybe. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to find the video. There was a music video, and once I find it and I tell you what it is, you'll know. Let's see. I feel like I should play an intro in the meantime to find it because uh, let's see. It's mm, 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 mm. Yeah, it's gonna come up in my head while I'm doing this, so I'm probably gonna have to just abandon searching for it, and then it'll pop in once I'm drawing. What's the heck? That's the name of that stupid song. Like, I knew what it was. I know how to sing it. Actually, I don't want to sing it, but I know. Let's see here. Music video. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, Ministry. Okay, yes, I got it. It's Ministry. That's it. Ministry from 1982 NWO. Let's see. Should I play it? First, I gotta make sure it's the actual video. I don't want to just play the song. I want to play the video because the video has. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's the song itself. Let me find the video. Let's see here. I don't hear no shit from you, Jabbage. I hear no shit from you, Jabbage. I'll ban. No, wait a minute. What am I saying? You're already banned. Jabba's already banned. So why am I scared of you, Jabbage? I shouldn't be afraid of you. Okay. And I'll play a little bit of this, and then you're gonna see a clip of Yog in this movie in this video. Let's see. Is this it? Let's see. I think this is it. No, this may not be it. I want the actual video. I think this is it right here. Yeah, there's a lot of videos by people doing their own music video of yeah. Okay, I'm gonna just I want the actual video because the actual video has. Is this it? No, that's them in concert. Let's see. No, okay. Yeah, give me another minute. If I can't find the actual video that was made. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got it directly from 120. Okay, we got the official. Is this the official music video right here? Yeah, I think this is it. Okay, we may have found it. Okay, yeah, I think I found it. Okay, I'm gonna play like a minute or two of it, and hopefully, like, I won't get struck. I shouldn't, but you never know. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Let's see here. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen. Let me bring it up here. This is Ministry with New World Order, and this is supposed to have a clip from the movie that we're talking about, Space Amoeba, aka Yawgmoth from Space. I'm gonna lower the volume a bit. Here we go. That's a kick-ass song. Oh no, wait, wrong video. Wrong video. That wasn't it. This isn't it. Okay, here we go. It's straight from MTV's 120 Minutes when MTV used to play music videos. So here we go.
But of such an extent.
I think we can play this version because the audio's a little muffled up. Like, it's actually a pretty kick-ass song. But some of you may remember it. If you're as old as me, you'll remember it. It's a riff off of that speech that President Bush Sr. made about the New World Order. So it takes a soundbite from it. This video has etched in my head because of a clip of that giant cuttlefish that's in this movie. You'll see it. I have to talk over it because hopefully it won't get me struck. Yeah, this song is like kick-ass. Pure adrenaline. There we go. Okay, right there. See? That is Gazora. That's the cuttlefish from the movie we're talking about. It was featured in this video by Ministry. So, if I didn't worry about copyright, I'd put this in the intro. Yeah, this brings up memories. I was still in high school when this song came out. I was like, this was go backwards a bit. I'll show a pause at the monster's eye. There we go. So that's the eye of Gazora. This is a few seconds of the movie featured in the Ministry New World Order video from Yog Space Monster. Well, that's actually called Space Amoeba. So yeah, so that's what we're going to be drawing right now. So that was a lot of fun. And even if I only got like 8 or 9 people watching, I mean, again, these monster drawing streams don't get that many viewers. I had a good show up in yesterday's stream with the EFAP I did, which I actually uploaded as a video. I trimmed out the intros. I made the audio a little louder and more consistent throughout the video so you can hear me better. So go check it out if you can. But we're going to begin our drawing right now. And I'm wondering if I should... I'm probably going to... No, actually I'll do it just horizontal because then I can get myself space for the tentacles. So... But yeah, so shout out to the people in the chat who are here, who are lurking, or who are participating in the chat. Appreciate you guys being here. And we're going to have some interesting times. I'm going to take a little liberties with it because this is a tentacle creature. And the suitmation does limit what it could do. So, let me make sure you can see it. Okay, yeah, you should be able to see it. Okay, good. All right. So I'm drawing Gazora, the cuttlefish that you just saw in the video that we just played from Ministry. On a Monday when it seems like it's a busy Monday on YouTube. So a lot of people not here that normally would be here, but it's okay because it is Monday and the viewers do increase for these streams during the showing. So I'm not too concerned with it. But again, like this is one of those streams that's like pretty niche. So if you're here and you want to be here, I appreciate you being here. And every drawing that I do for these streams is going to be in my book, upcoming book for next year that I'm going to crowdfund called Road Warrior Drake's Horrible Art, the monster film reviews that he's going to be doing of all the films that we covered here on the Monday streams, and also the drawings I'm doing will be featured in those books. So rather than licensing photos of the movies that we're going to talk about, I'm just gonna use my drawings. So yeah, and that should help me avoid any licensing issues in terms of images, especially when it comes to Toho, because Toho is very litigious. That's one thing about Toho that a lot of people get annoyed with is they're very litigious. So like you can't do a review of their Godzilla films without you can review it, but you can't show any footage of it. You can't even claim like fair use because their lawyers are very litigious. Like they have lawyers, Toho does in LA. Like Toho has an LA office that monitors like eBay activity. They monitor YouTube activity. They monitor any online activity where any conversation about Godzilla is happening or any conversation about their property is happening. So I remember years ago when I used to make a lot of money on eBay when you could sell like a whole bunch of niche stuff on eBay, toys, books, VHSs of stuff, some bootleg stuff. I bought some bootleg stuff. I sold some bootleg stuff. So it was I actually enjoyed eBay back then because there was a lot of money to be made during that time. But um, I used to sell like bootlegs of the 90s Godzilla, not the 90s, the Millennium Godzilla movie, right? And I got an email from the lawyer for Toho in LA who told me to take it down, and he was like, "Where did you get that from, and how did you obtain that?" I didn't answer the email, but I did take down the listing. I was like, let me not fuck around because I don't want to. This is going to be okay. I don't want to fuck around with them. I was like, let me not mess with that because I don't I'm a poor, so I don't want to deal with any legal action right now, and I don't want to get my mother in trouble either because she trusts me with the computer, and I'm there get in trouble with like lawyers and shit. It's like, no, let me not. Oh, I did not. I did take down the listing, but that's when I learned how litigious Toho was with their stuff, and people people had their channel struck by Toho for showing clips of the movies, even like if there's just a reviewing the movie, like you're reviewing the movie and you are protected under fair use, except Toho can and will strike your stuff, and you'd have to like fight it in court or something. And like, no one's got that kind of money, so that's why like if you ever watch like Brandon Tenold or other people that review the Toho films, like they'll put a disclaimer on some of the footage they put in there so that they don't get struck on YouTube by Toho. So yeah, so that's my story on avoiding the um the clutches of the lawyers for Toho over in California, their LA offices. And now I make a YouTube video. So now in if you watch this movie, you can see like the bipedal legs of the actor underneath this. But I'm gonna draw it where it's like you don't see the legs, but it's just tentacles. And this creature is a cuttlefish. If you ever watched the American International's dubbing of this movie, it'll say that it's an octopus, but it's really a cuttlefish. That's the official designation for Toho's per Toho pictures. This is a giant cuttlefish. And what happens in the movie is there's a spore from space, which is actually an alien entity that takes over this like space um this little shuttle, whatever it is, right? And it crash lands on an island, and that's where the alien spore inhabits this cuttlefish, and the cuttlefish grows to be the immense creature that we're drawing, Gazora. Gazora appears like he's pretty much the monster for the first half hour, and then he's killed, and then the giant crab monster and the giant turtle monster all take over. They do the monster duties after that. But the actors, if you're familiar with the Toho films, if you know who's who from the Godzilla films, then the actors are familiar to you. You got Kenji Sahara, you got Toshio Yoshida, Akira Kubo. Um, but the fact that even though like it's good to see like the traditional Toho actors, their characters aren't necessarily memorable, with the exception of Kenji Sahara's character. His character is his character is a slimy character, but he's also the only character in the movie with an arc. Let me say hi to the chat. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Okay, we got I said hi to Master Panda. So, oh, we got Tomothy. Tomothy's in the chat. Okay, yeah, I'm behind the chat. Okay, let me go up. So, Master Panda asks, Elasman, have you been a big monster movie buff since you were a kid, or was it something you became interested in while studying film school? Since I was a boy, let me show you this. Since you asked Master Panda, let me show you this. When I was a kid in public school, they used to have these two books in the public library. This book, Movie Monsters by Thomas Aylesworth, and this one, Godzilla by Ian Thorne. I was a kid in the 80s, and these books were available at the New York Public Library in my school. Good luck finding them whenever I wanted to get them out. They weren't there because someone else had them, but when they were there, yes, I rented them out and I had them for a week or so. But yeah, I've always been a Godzilla fan since I can remember. Like I remember the first time I watched King Kong versus Godzilla when I think I was 6 or 7 years old when I first watched it. But yeah, I've been a big Godzilla fan since I can remember breathing, and I can tell you stories of when I watched it in WPIX Channel 11 in New York, WWOR TV Channel 9 in New York. So it's just I'm a fan. So Tomathor in the chat, he says sup. We have Narlana 532. Hello Narlana. It's good seeing you there. Is it Narlana or Nariana? I think it's Narlana. Or is it Nariana? I don't know. Nariana. Okay, it's Nariana. So sorry I mispronounced your name, Nariana, but shout out to you. Thanks for being here. Huh. Yes, but there is a reason why an episode of MS3K cannot be in a collection. Yeah, so the episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000, which is Godzilla versus Megalon, that was recalled because they didn't have the right to use the movie because they weren't given the license by Toho. The reason they lampooned Godzilla versus Megalon is because that movie was available here in various public domain companies. So it was wrongfully assumed that it was public domain, but that wasn't the case. So when they did their DVD release and put that movie in there, they didn't realize that because Godzilla is still a licensed character, that movie is protected by the trademark and copyright of Toho. So they were ordered by Toho to recall their DVD collection that contained Godzilla vs Megalon. I actually had that and I sold it, but I sold it for quite a bit of money, and I needed the money, so I sold it. And if you have that collection is worth a lot of money. But I do have that episode, a good copy of it. So, uh, okay. So I'm just scrolling down in the chat. Why do I feel that the topic of cuttlefish is going to be coming up in this stream? Says Blasian1. I don't know. You know, it's funny because when I told Lady Shuttleband that the monster I'm drawing was a cuttlefish, she started laughing. What? Well, I mean, yeah, but people are asking questions like, yeah, cuttlefish, yes. So monkey. I mean, I think it is because it looks like a squid. Yeah, marine mountain. Uh, There you go. There you go. See, so it's another way of saying it's a giant squid. So, well, not a giant squid, but well, this creature is a giant. But Monkey King's Landing has put on the link to the English trailer for Space Amoeba. Now, there's two English dubs of that movie. There's the American International dub, which is done by the people who did Speed Racer, Peter Fernandez's dubbing team, and then there's the Toho approved uh, dub, which is the people that did all the international dubbing for international export. I don't know which company did that, but I don't think it was Omni. Omni did the later kung fu movies, but I don't think Omni did. Actually, no. You know what? No, maybe I take it back. I think Omni did do the international dubbing for Space Amoeba. So, um, okay. So let me continue on now. Drawing. Yes, hit that like button. You guys should be hitting the like button. You should be sharing the stream out, or at the very least, type in the chat and let's get some engagement going. All of that helps this this stream and does help my channel. Speaking of which, if you didn't catch my live stream yesterday, I put that live stream behind a paywall, but I re-uploaded it as a video. I trimmed the outro, I fixed it, and I adjusted the audio on my mic so that it's consistent with the audio of the video that I was playing. And I also included some receipts along the way to enhance the video experience of that video. So check it out. Give that video a watch. I think you'll appreciate it. It's a nice little uh, time travel to the early days of CG, getting the lore correct because people that are critics don't get the lore correct in that one. But yeah, don't forget to check it out. Check it out and leave a comment. Help the channel grow or keep it growing. So, so what I'm drawing is the cuttlefish Gazora. That's the name in the Japanese version. But in the English dub, at least in the American International Pictures dub, which is the Peter Fernandez dub, they don't give him a name. Like you don't, his name is not mentioned in the movie. They just refer to him as the giant octopus, and none of the monsters are named in the American International dub. I don't think they're named. Maybe they are. I don't know. I have to check it, but I don't think they're named in the English export version, which is the Toho International English version. The American International Pictures version has the title as Yog, monster from space, but it's not. There is no monster in the movie named Yog, and the monsters themselves aren't really from space. They're just possessed by this space spore, this alien entity that possesses the animals that turns them into giant monsters, and it also possesses Kenji Sahara's character Obata, who's this opportunist who joins the scientists into this island to look for this missing this missing space um satellite, and that satellite was what brought the space alien onto Earth to this island, and it possesses one of the islanders on the eve of his wedding to one of the island princesses, and it eventually possesses Obata, the antagonist of the movie. He gets possessed, but he's also the only character in the movie that has an actual arc. So even though he's kind of sleazy, he is given an arc and probably the best role in the movie. So um, I was just given a message. Let me read this message to you. It says that comic artists should fight to the death at Comic Con, and then maybe they'll be less annoying on X. You know something? I think we should open up a romper room and put these artists in there and just let them fight. You know why? Because they'll probably hurt each other, knock out some teeth, and they won't come out as dumb when they go up on Twitter. They'll probably learn a lesson or two. I think I would pay to see that. So, if you're tuning in, I'm drawing Gizora from Space Amoeba. This is the cuttlefish. That sound you're hearing is Lady Shadowbane stealing some of my dark chocolate. Well, yeah, I guess. She did buy me the dark chocolate bigger bag, and she did make it clear that I had to share. But dadgummit, I like my dark chocolate. She did buy me 2 bags, yes. Pomegranate, yeah, she did buy me two bags. One is pomegranate, so yeah, there is that. There's absolutely that. So, all right, let me check the chat for a second. Oh, Dove has a missing. What's the message in the wrapper? The message in the wrapper here is, don't let anyone dim your light. See this right here? This is a warning to you, Jabba. If you're in the chat, this is a warning to you. You cannot dim my light, Jabba. You're not dimming my light. As a matter of fact, none of you spirit truckers in the chat are dimming my light. None of yous. I win. I will win. Okay. Oh no. So Timothy, stop spamming the chat with terms of service violation. No raffling. The raffling stops. Stop with the raffling. Really. KSS. Oh, fine. Oh, Cassie's here. Well, look at that. Chester's here. About time. Always complain that I don't do a Monday monster stream, and then when I do it, he don't show up. He says, I'm here. I'm late. I was busy reporting my good friend Elasman to the FBI for illegally watching Godzilla that belongs to Toho. You Hoto. Go ahead, snitch. Do it, snitch, and I'll name you. I'll name you as my accomplice. I'll give them the dead yard links. I'll show them all of it, KSS. You can't report me. I'll take you down with me. So there. He's going to prison, Tomothy. You hear me, Elasman? You're going to the horse. Wait, the who's gal? What's a who's gal? What's a who's gal? What did you make me recast as? What did you type? What does that say? Anyway, Mazapan is. I'm trying to get into some of these old school monster movies that are available on streaming, but my wife is my biggest obstacle. Um, yeah, you gotta get rid of her. I mean, respectfully though, go put her upstairs, and you gotta watch the movie, or give her some like chocolate or something, and just while she's doing that, then you could watch these. You gotta watch the movies. They're dope. They're fun. They're better than well, not better than, but they're a lot. They're a lot of fun. So Mazapan also says, I watched the OG Godzilla recently, and I want to watch them all in order, but that's a huge undertaking. Yeah, because of the licensing. Because some companies here have some of the Godzilla films, and some other companies have the other ones. So, but I believe I actually no. There's a channel if you have Pluto TV. Okay, so download the Pluto TV app. It's free, and it has a bunch of channels, and one of the channels is the Godzilla channel. So download Pluto TV app and then you'll be able to find the Godzilla channel on that. It's got a bunch of channels, including an anime channel, the Three's Company channel, which I used to watch religiously. Three's Company is one of those shows I will watch and never stop laughing. Very few shows do that to me. That's one of the shows that will do that to me. Kaz says, why are we listening to this criminal? Not only did he own an illegal copy bootleg of Godzilla on Blu-ray, it was VHS, Kaz. It's VHS, not Blu-ray. You're a liar. Get your facts right. It's VHS. Anyway, he stole staples from his job and was fired on Christmas. You can't prove that. You liar. Slanderer. You can't prove any of that. KSS says, who's gal? The clink, the slammer, jail. I don't know anybody that calls it a who's gal. You're weird. You're weird. I don't know. Okay, I wonder about your KSS. I really do. I'm gonna continue drawing, and I'm gonna hope that you don't say things in the chat that's gonna invite some weirdos because I fear for my life now. Now I'm definitely afraid of my life and afraid of what you may do. So I don't know. But if you see the suitmation of Gizor, you'll see the actor's not his actual legs, but you'll see like the bipedal part of the suit where the actor's legs would be if you watch the movie. So I'm drawing it without that. I'm gonna add like tentacles underneath where the feet would be, so that you can appreciate the monster for what it's supposed to be. But I'm drawing Gizora, the cuttlefish from the movie. And yes, it's a cuttlefish. That's what they call it. And if you just tuned in, I played a clip from Ministry and New World Order video from 1992. If you guys remember that, if you're old as I am, there was a group called Ministry. They did a song called New World Order, and they featured a few seconds of Gazor from this movie in their video. That was the first time I saw Gazor. I was like, what the heck kind of creature is that? And then one day when I finally got to see Space Amoeba, I'm like, hey, that's the creature from that Ministry video. So I was very happy that I finally got the movie based on that alone. So shout out to you guys in the chat. Hopefully, everybody except KSS. Hopefully, you guys are having a good night and you're doing well. And if you're not doing well, I want to leave you with these words of inspiration. If you're not doing well today, there's probably somebody out there doing worse than you. So take heart in that. That's kind of messed up to say. I know. Let me give you an inverse of that. Um, in this life, there are solutions to everything, and you just got to man up and take those solutions and conquer the world. I love these pens. I got these pens from Michael. And no kiss of his. I didn't steal them. I got them. Okay, I got them. I bought them. Just Angela Curry's in the chat. What's going on, Angela? Good seeing you here. One says, "What's the best film for Rodan?" I always like that big awkward doofus. Obviously, the first Rodan movie is top notch. I did a drawing for that. I'm reviewing that along with all the movies I do for these monster streams. I'm reviewing that for the book for next year, the horrible art book. So I'll be reviewing that. But yeah, that's a great film. But that and um, Godzilla. I mean, that Gator the three-headed monster and Godzilla versus Monster Zero are the best ways to see Rodan in top form. So those movies I definitely recommend. I'm trying to see this one will be bigger. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna do this one so it's a little bigger. So yeah. Okay, so let's see. Kansas Alasma, did you watch the Inhumanoids cartoon? Did you own the toys? Did you know Ace from G.I. Joe was a crossover character on this Hasbro show? Yeah, I watched the show. It's on YouTube. Inhumanoids is a very creepy cartoon. It is a horror cartoon, and yes, it was made for kids. But when you watch it, it's like, how did this get past the board? How did they make this cartoon for kids? But it had a dope toy line, and it's like only it's like 6 episodes. I think it's 6 episodes, right? If I'm not mistaken. Very short-lived series, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Very good animation by the same people that did Transformers. It's even got the same voice actors too, like Chris Latta, who did the voice for Starscream. So he did the voice for this character called Decompose, this monster called Decompose. But no, I never owned the toys. I wish I did though, because the toys are cool. But I feel like that's something that if NECA had the license to, they could create some awesome toys with that, and I would definitely buy it. But that was one of those toys I never got as a kid. I always wanted it, never got it. But I didn't know about the Ace from GI Joe being in there. That's actually a new thing for me. So I did not know that. But now I know, and you cannot judge me because I'm important. I'm important, KSS. You know this. I'm very important. So let's see. Tim Wilson says, "Don't forget." Oh, we got. Oh, wait, that's KSS. Never mind. Never mind. Did I say hi to Angela? I think I said hi to Angela. Hello, Angela. Good seeing you in the chat. Don't let these racist intimidate you. You are definitely here in this welcome safe space for you. So don't go nowhere. We had Primathor complaining that I was gatekeeping him. And now today, I have an open stream for him, and he's not even here. And you would think he'd be here because this is a Toho film. And Toho films are up his alley, just like they are with me, because we're both Godzilla fans, we're both genre fans of this stuff. But being Primathor, he's obviously not going to be here, I guess. So that's what he does. Oh no, it's Colorform. She's just quack. Damn it, Colorform. We're having a good stream. Oh crap! Yeah, she. So I took Lady Shadowband to get some coffee on Saturday. We went to Wawa. Oh, Sunday. It was Sunday. Yes. It was just. Oh crap! It was yes. It was yesterday. So we went yesterday to Wawa to get coffee, and the moment I get out of the car, I hear that stupid Q word sound, that stupid quack sound that LRJ and the rest of y'all play, and I'm like, who the said that? Who the f is doing that? I was like, I'm being stalked. Like I feel like members of Comicsgate Anonymous follow me to Wawa, and and that's what they did. KS says Ace from G.I. Joe was the pilot in the show. He went by his actual name. Another Hasbro crossover is in the sci-fi cartoon Cops. One of the characters' grandpa was Beachhead from G.I. Joe. Well, I don't know if you know this, KSS, but the episode of Transformers Season 3, Only Human, features Cobra Commander. And Marissa Fairborn, also a character from Transformers Season 3, is the daughter of Flint and Lady J. Yes. So yeah, so Hasbro apparently did a lot of crossovers with the GI Joe. But yeah, there you go. I bet you knew I knew about the Cobra Commander appearance in Transformers, right? But I do know because I'm better than you. And I don't care if Colorform protects you or is trying to like guard you. It doesn't change the facts. I'm sorry. It doesn't. I'm very sorry. I'm just special here and I'm wanted. And I bring value and I'm just a man that people want to just have around and feed off of. It's what I do. It's what I am. It's who I am. One day you'll get it, Kissifus, and then one day you and I will not be enemies anymore. We'll be brothers in arms fighting against a common man. But you don't believe that. Flint and Lady J's daughter in Transformers common knowledge. Bullcrap! You didn't know this until I said something. Hey, see? You knew none of that. I taught you. Oh yes, I taught you. And now that you learned, now that you learned, you can go about your life having enriched uh, yourself with this knowledge because I gave you knowledge and I made you an enriched man. And when you go out into the door, out into the world, you're going to be a complete man. So you're welcome. So tired of you. Sometimes I wonder, Kizvis, that you're not really worthy of all my knowledge and my experience. You're absolutely not. I really think, in my humble opinion, you don't appreciate me. But I think it's you're threatened by me. KSS, you're absolutely threatened by me. You really are. Like, you see that I'm drawing this cuttlefish from the movie Space Amoeba, which was the first movie in the post AJ Subaraya era. AJ Subaraya was the man who was responsible for the special effects in the Toho Godzilla films, and he had passed away in 1969. His last special effects film being Latitude Zero, which featured Cesar Romero and Joseph Cotton, among other things, among other people. So, was the movie good? Was this movie good? Well, if you're looking for like just a good time, this is a good late night movie. You turn on the TV and you see this come on, and the dubbing adds to it, and it adds to the charm of it. And then you're like, yeah, this was fun. This was absolutely fun. Did the movie make sense? No. Was the plot good? No. Were the characters memorable? Not really. No. Was some of the special effects off? Sure, but it was still fun. The monsters are always fun to watch. It takes place in an island, so you're not going to get like city destruction. It's all taking place on a Pacific island. So minimal destruction in this movie. Like Gazor the cuttlefish does cause havoc at a village, knocks on some of their huts and everything, but it's about it. Cast as Alasman, Hector Ramirez, a character inspired by Geraldo Rivera, was in G.I. Joe, Transformers, Inhumanoids, Mask, and Gem. Why didn't we get his action figure Alasman? Why? Because you hate him. That's why. You hate him. You hate his kind, and therefore you hate my kind, and that's why you're here to put me down. Be better. And maybe NECA will actually create a figure for him. Seriously. Angela says, who doesn't wait. Okay, I'm sorry, words are hard. Angela says, wow, YouTube doesn't like the word hentai. I can't. Oh, so I didn't know it. So it censors the word hentai. Interesting. Interesting. Well, just be cute. Just put hen and just one word and tie as a different word, but like tie tie. But you gotta get around it. Learn to get around YouTube's censorious ways. I think it's weird that YouTube censors that word. I mean, it's an actual word. I mean, yeah, I know what it means, but still, it's an actual word. It's a weird genre, but still. Moon Trusty says, "Hail Sumo Queen." Hero Darky Dark says, "Angel Curry, hello there." So yeah, so we are building numbers here. The numbers are building here. So shout out to you guys in the chat on a Monday. If you're just here because you want to chill and you don't want to be a part of any of the nonsense that is comics Twitter or comics YouTube and all that jazz, well, you're in a good spot because we don't. Aside from KSS's censorious cancer's ways and trying to get me heard and not like uh, respecting my life and my existence, you guys are in a safe space here, so you'll enjoy it. So this is Gezora the cuttlefish. In the American International's dub of the movie, he's called an octopus. He's not named in that version of the movie. I think he's only named in the Japanese version. But he's just called Giant Octopus in the American International dub version. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Hopefully you're enjoying your time here. I will try to keep the noise level up a bit because well, not that noise. Bailey, shh, quiet. I'm drawing Gazora. Shh, quiet. She's barking at a dog outside, so she's trying to defend her territory. But she's doing it at the expense of my drawing, and that's kind of rude. She's at the she's like the female version of Kissifus. She's like the dog version of Colorform. She's a thin version of Jabbage. So it's not helpful. Shh, shh, shh. I have to let my throat heal before I do more speaking. Some artists when they do their draw streams, they get to talk to the chat, have a nice conversation with the chat. Not me though. I can't have a nice conversation with you because you guys just want to just be violent to me. You can't just appreciate my existence in my life. You just gotta throw curses at it, and I have to always defend myself and have to protect myself and defend my honor because God forbid you people really care about me. God forbid, right? Yes, I will talk to the chat in a second. I haven't forgotten the chat. I will get to you in a second. Last time I checked, we had 14 people watching. We started off with 3, now we're at 14 because you guys are seeping in, so that's good. I appreciate you guys coming in here. Oh, we're at 17 now. Okay, so yeah, cool. So we're at 17 now. So awesome. So all these 17 people watching, shout out to you guys for keeping So hit the like button so I can stay above the algorithm. By the way, if you didn't watch my stream last night, I did a stream EFAPing this video called Gamergate Sequel Comicsgate. Uh, I put that stream behind a paywall, but I uploaded the video of that stream to fix the audio and trim it up a bit and tighten it up a bit. So give it a watch. It's a nice little uh, revisiting of history, including the some receipts and a callback to the Comicsgate documentary that I did. So give it a chance when you have time. It's about 2.5 hours, so if you want some in the background to listen to, that'll be good for you to listen to. I just uploaded it a couple hours ago, so last time I checked, it was at 40 views. So it'll go up there in views in view count. Let's see. Let me check the chat for a second. Tim Molson says Inhumanoid is on YouTube. Yes, go. You can see the entire series. I think it's like 5 or 6 episodes. You can see it on YouTube now. No, it's 5 or 6 episodes. Or is it 12? And it's a very short series. It's like very short series. You could binge watch it in one day. You'll see the whole thing. Uh, Moon Trusty says chat is super violent. Yeah, that's the norm here. Now you got Colorform throwing tables, Moon Trusty. So please be careful out there. Colorform is throwing tables. She's not a good person. Uh, yeah, we had a tornado watch today where we were at. Not surprisingly, though, we didn't have a tornado. Not that I'm complaining. I'm glad. Um, but for what it's worth, we did have that warning. Well, not a tornado warning, a tornado watch. It never upgraded to an actual warning. So that was good. Yeah, Lady Shadowman she likes to remind me that she's been through plenty of those. Now, I have yet to actually experience a tornado, but there was one that was classified as a tornado back in September of 2009, I think. 2009, 2010. I think it was 2010. But there's videos of this on YouTube. So there was a storm system that meteorologists classified as a tornado that hit New York. It was a very weird thing, and it's not even a tornado. They classified it as a tornado, but it goes by a different type of storm. But it's when you look at it from a distance, it's green, right? It's green, and then when it comes at you, it hits you, and you're bombarded with like blinding rain and the wind factor, and it did knock down some trees. I was on the highway when that storm passed by, and it literally blinded all of us, and we had to like stop driving, so we were frozen on the highway when that storm hit. And then when I got home, I saw all the trees that were down, and it was like wow, it was like a war zone. I was like, holy crap, what kind of storm was this? But yeah, there are videos of this on YouTube. It's actually very insane. It's very freaky because I've never seen anything like it, and I probably won't ever see anything like it again. It does happen, but as far as like New York is concerned, it has only happened that one time, and it hasn't happened since. So yeah, I'll get to you on the chat in a second. I am enjoying drawing this. I like. Okay, how can I say this? So I had a good time drawing the green slime a few weeks ago when I did that movie because of the long thingies and drawing the cuttlefish is kind of fun because the long thingies are going to be fun for like looking dynamic and exciting, giving the drawing a sense of direction. So there's that. Anyway, let me see what's going on in the chat. Okay. Uh, KSS is saying happy birthday to people. Nothing new. Timothy says, Alasma, I know what will make you feel better. Say something mean about me. Well, no, Timothy, it doesn't work that way. You don't tell me to say mean things to you because it's not fun. You have to say it voluntarily, and you have to really be upset about it. So now I can't say it, you jerk. You freaking jerk! People are insensitive, really. KSS is asking me, did you ever watch the 1987 cartoon Starcom, U.S. Space Force? It's on YouTube. That animation is kind of neat. I never watched it when it came out. No, I didn't see that. I had to see that. I had to see the Mighty Orbits. That's another one with great animation. There's also Robotrix. Robotrix. I think it's called Robotrix, right? Yeah. Which was done by the same team that did Transformers. But that lasted 3 episodes and it had a toy line. Oh, that upsets you, Tommy? Good. Now we're back to normal. If it upsets you, then that's good. That means I did the right thing. So thank you for making me feel better because I really do feel better now that you said that. So thank you. If you're tuning in, we're drawing the cuttlefish from the movie Space Amoeba, which was released in the US in 1970 under the title of Yog, Monster from Space, which is not a creature that exists in any version of the movie. So they gave the title a weird name from a monster that doesn't exist. But there are 3 monsters in the movie, one of which is the cuttlefish that we're drawing, Gezora. That was a thing, yes. And this will also be featured in my book, Road Warrior Dre's Horrible Art Review, which I am looking forward to. Tell me about y'all's weekend. How'd you spend y'all's weekend? Let's hear from you guys in the chat. How did you spend your weekend? Sorry, I was just given a drink by Lady Shadowman. She hurt my throat, and she's like, "Yeah, you need a drink." Yes, and she was also waiting for them to get cold. So they have a sip. Oh, that tastes so good. I needed that. I have the what is this? This is sparkling water, cherry pomegranate. This gives me like a nice little fix for the fizz without me drinking soda, so this is good. Okay, it says this Robotrix. I had some of the toys. The cartoon didn't last very long. If memory serves, they played it in 10-minute segments with the Bigfoot cartoon and Gem. Gem was the only one to get a full 22-minute series. Moon Trout says, I spent my weekend coding, and drinking. Not enough drinking. I guess you can never have enough drinking, so yeah, there's that. Um, well, Lady Shadowman says yes, you can, so there you go. Discuss amongst yourselves. Um, but yeah, KSS says that the robotics only had robotics only had like 10-minute segments, which I guess makes sense as to why there's only like 3 episodes of it. So I guess that checks out. But I like the animation of that show. That show was pretty neat. Good, solid sci-fi. Good, solid fun. Um, it is on YouTube if you guys want to check it out. That and Inhumanoids. I think I'm gonna okay. Here's your all's homework assignment. Even though I'm doing a movie next week as well, we'll dedicate a segment to Inhumanoids. I feel we got to discuss that movie because that movie what I mean that movie that the cartoon was an outlier in that it was a straight up horror cartoon with very disturbing images for a toy line, and the cartoon didn't last long, but the toy line was immensely popular with good reason because they had the toys were dope. Giant monsters that did stuff, and nice collectible playset. So it was a solid toy line. It just didn't have a cartoon with a long shelf life. So I think we'll talk about that next week, along with the movie that we're going to see. I think you guys will appreciate it. Shout out to you guys in the chat. We're drawing Gizor the cuttlefish from Space Amoeba. I've already talked about the movie if you just showed up. But it was it's considered one of Toho's lesser science fiction movies, but it is known for being Ishiro Honda was one of Ishiro Honda's last before he did other stuff, and then he came back to the sci-fi genre with Godzilla versus, or rather, the Terror of Mechagodzilla from 1975. Okay. Gazur is a cuttlefish. In the American International print, he's referred to as a giant octopus, but he's definitely not an octopus. And if you ever see what a cuttlefish looks like, yeah, that's exactly what he's a cuttlefish. But when I saw the movie, I mistook him for a giant squid. But they're all in the same family, so I guess the resemblance is um, forgiven. But he's not the only monster in the movie. There's a giant turtle monster named Kamibe, and I forget the crab monster's name. I'm too lazy to check it, but it did have a name. But if you watch the American International Prince version of the movie, then the monsters weren't named in that movie. They were just referred to as giant crab monster, giant octopus, and giant turtle monster. But Kamiba is a specific kind of turtle. He's a snapping turtle. So he's not like the turtles that we're familiar with, but he's a specific breed of turtles known as snapping turtles. And it's a giant version of that. Just out of curiosity, for those of you that are watching, Heroes Con is in June, but I was thinking about the possibility of doing an online auction for some of the drawings. Um, I'm gonna do a poll in the chat right now, and I want to hear from you guys in the chat. KSS says, I kind of want to go back and rewatch Inhumanoids and Spiral Zone. They were both sci-fi horror cartoons. Yeah, I'm gonna go and rewatch Inhumanoids and make my own DVD copies of it because I want to watch it on my TV. I don't want to watch it on my laptop. I want to watch it on TV. But yeah, that was a dope cartoon, so I do want to watch it again. I haven't seen it since 2013, so I want to watch it again. Manticore says, is one eye supposed to be bigger than the other? It's a certain angle. Like if you see the movie, the eyes are kind of wobbly. So, and there's also more shading. So it has a like uneven look to it when you watch it. So I'm honoring that look, that aesthetic. So yeah, so it's supposed to kind of be that way. And if you don't agree, I don't give a shit. That's how I drew it. So fuck you. I was sure I was doing a poll, right? Okay. Let me see. Let's see. If I do draw an online drawing thingamabob, will you be there to bid on my art, my monster art? Okay. Oh, it's a Q&A. Nope, wrong thing. Hold on. I need to start a poll. Start a poll. There we go. Okay, there you go. So, uh, and create poll. I'm trying to create it. Why is that letting me? No, I don't want to add an option. Let me create the damn poll. Why isn't that letting me do that? Hold on. Okay, I gotta do it on the YouTube thing because it's not letting me do it here. It's so weird. Oh, here we go. Okay, start poll. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so there's the poll. There's the poll. It's not working because your hacks is Manicore. Well, I just got it working, Manicore, so you lose. Then the Communitah wins every time, 100%. And I don't want no jerks in the chat either. So you just answer my question, and then if you want to seppuku me, then you gonna have to do it on another time because it ain't gonna happen here. Because we're winners here. We're a thriving Communitah. We're healthy here. We thrive, so that you people who are chucking your spears and ready to attack me with them can never thrive. That's how we roll here. We are winners here. I am the Rocky Fort, and you guys are the Ivan Dragos. So there. Hopefully you'll learn your shit and not come at me with your racisms and all that stuff. But I think one day you guys will realize that the quicker you realize that I'm on the winning team, you can be on the winning team too. And then we can all just work together and start a new Communitah that's gonna overtake the old Communitah. Because it's what winners do. And you guys aren't really you guys aren't acting like winners. We should be winners together. I'm a winner. You should come to my squad and be a winner with me. Don't listen to Kissafits. Don't listen to Colorform. Don't listen to those people because they'll steer you wrong. I won't. I won't steer you wrong. On the contrary, I'll help you win. And that's a good thing. I think you'll appreciate that. Just like I appreciate how this drawing is coming out. I really like it. I might give it more tentacles than it actually has, but it's going to be a dynamic picture. Very dynamic picture. I think that's my drink. I think I'm really thirsty. Let's see. Okay, let me see what's going on in the poll. Well, so 10 votes and 60%. Wait, how did it get 10 votes and 60%? Said no. Wow, this community really hates me. Wow. You guys really hate me. I think I underestimated my importance here. I think you guys really want me DED. I think you do guys I think you do want me dead. It's a very sobering thought. Wow. Well, I guess forget about that online community auction. I'll just sell the drawings at the cons because you people don't care. It's really sad. Hmm. That's right, Timothy. I am a national treasure. These people don't know this, but I am. And I'm so glad you realized that finally, Timothy. You realized it. I don't know if it gets you out of the ban zone, but it's good that you realize it. So at least, at the very least, you can say that you were one of the a few elect that were given the red pill knowledge. So there's that. Let me know if that buys you a cup of coffee, because if it does, then I'll use it. But though, yeah, don't go out there and actually say that because I don't want people to think that I'm organizing a group of monks to do my bidding, because then you guys are gonna look dumb and then they're gonna blame it on me and then I look dumb. I don't want to be tied to how dumb you look. Just if you're gonna look dumb, just do it on your own time. Don't use me as an excuse to be dumb. Just don't do it. I'd rather you don't. Just Don't tie my name to that because then I have to answer a bunch of questions, and I dread the questions they're gonna ask of me about why you people did what you did. So for fuck's sake, don't do it. Just don't do that. 'Cause I can't imagine like you guys are gonna just do the things I say to do when I don't really mean for you to do them. Then you do them and you look stupid, and then you're gonna say, "Well, some guy on the internet named Elasmat made me do it," and then they're gonna search me up, and then they're gonna be like, "Hey, did you tell Timothy Olsen to do those things?" And I'm like, "I didn't tell him to do anything. Like, why is he naming me? He's a grown man. Timothy's the creator of the Melvins. He created the Melvins. Why are you blaming me for his actions?" And then it's gonna lead to a bunch of uh dogs barking and discourse, and it's like I don't have time to answer those questions. I just don't. Hold on one sec. Sorry, guys. I had to step away for a second. I had a little security issue in my backyard. Wanted to make sure things were okay. So I didn't mean to leave the stream quiet for a bit, but I was about to grab a weapon or two, but and you would have had a very serious incident on live stream. But thankfully that didn't happen. So that's good. She would have, and she would have sold the film rights. So you guys would have to go through her to license it. Um, but yeah, I was talking about Tomothy doing stupid things in my name. Tomothy, don't do stupid things in my name, please. For Allah's sake, don't do it. Just don't. Okay? I need somebody in the chat to come and intercede for Timothy so that he doesn't do the things that he's gonna blame me for doing. So I'm just letting you know right now, I disavow. Whatever he's gonna do, I disavow it. Disavow 100%. Anyway, let me check the chat for a second. Okay, so all right, I'm in the poll. So you guys don't want me to do a draw stream online auction. So f you all. I don't care. I'm just gonna go ahead and DD myself. You guys don't care about me. You guys hate me. You hate the colors in this community talk. You hate us all. No love. Oh, so there's 5 lurkers. Well, I ended this the poll. So the 5 that didn't vote, you let me down. KSS says neurotics at crowdfund. That would be like crowdfunding for a fan meetup. That's gay. Meetups are thank you to our fan. I saw that clip. Yeah, LRJ played that on the stream yesterday. Um, yeah, they're paying attention to what Ethan and the rest of them are doing because it's really a sign of like how to like avoid making bad business decisions. How do you make how do you avoid making bad business decisions? Well, just do everything the opposite of what CG is doing, and you'll be fine. But yeah, that meetup is going to be a disaster. That's going to be a complete disaster. um, so you're going to see it. It's just going to be. I don't even know if I want to talk about it. It's a disaster. So. Tentacles need more suckers, D boy. You probably voted no, Tomothy. So I mean Manticore. So I'm not gonna listen to you. There is imaginary people in Alas, that's yours. You wish, man. Of course, you wish. Nariana says, looks good. Thank you, Nariana. Appreciate that. See, Nariana cares. The rest of you don't. The rest of you don't. But I agape you all. So there you go. I win. Okay. It's been raining here most of the day today, so I'll have to like keep a vigilant. Actually, I'm gonna be before I go to bed and just make sure that your order is nice and secure, and then we should be good. So yeah. I know it's silent. I know it's silent, but give me a second. I just gotta concentrate on this tentacle for a minute. Okay, there we go. You put a little shadow on the ground here. TSS says, Alasma, it's not that your art isn't quite enjoyable. It's just that now's not the time for art auctions. People offer $25 and a link covered Tic Tac to grab Nolan for a drawing of Vane. Well, art auctions are not really a thing on online right now. They're better off like you're just better off selling art in your local community or local cons. That's where it's at. So I already reserved myself to doing that, but I wanted to see if I could make a few extra bucks before that. But it's really out in the community where it's at. I have not been to any of my local cons yet. I got to make time for it, and then I could sell some of this there. And then there's going to be a couple events over at my local drive-in. I went to 3 events at my drive-in last year, and I only made money on the third event. I didn't sell a lick in the first or second event, but it was the third event where I made some money. So I just gotta be picky on where I set up a table at. And even if I don't do these monster streams, I think it's just a good idea to do a drawing each week of a monster, or like not just a monster, but like of a popular character. Like I did Gollum a few months ago, and should do other characters too that are very popular. There's still a market for people looking for monster art drawings. classic monsters. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, I'll just have to do it in person. There's actually an art gallery. Well, not really an art gallery, but there's an art club opening not too far from where I live at, and one of the guys that I network with on a weekly basis, he's opening it up. So he asked me to come check it out. So I'll probably go check it out with him and go from there. And maybe use it as a venue to promote my stuff and grow my stock here in my area where I live at. Like if you guys watch my indie comic outliers, I talked about how a lot of these artists got their break in their local communities, in their newspapers, in their networking there. I think the internet's kind of giving people a false sense of an alternative, and the internet, as we have seen, is not a viable place. I mean, you can make money here, but you're probably not going to make as much in a local community. So this will be the first step for me towards that. I got to get back to the cons. I really do. I got the Heroes Con coming up. I want to do a couple of local cons before I go to Heroes Con. So yeah, there's that. Let me see. Those of you that back Pumpkin War Patch issues 1 and 2, you're gonna get your PDFs this week. We're still trying to sort out the details regarding the printing, but you'll get your PDFs this week. So you will have a book for sure. Um, I'm just going through some things right now, some personal things, but we all have problems and we all find ways to deal with them. And solutions are always plentiful. Let's see, what am I missing here? Actually, doing another tentacle here. I'm taking some liberties with Gazora by adding a couple of tentacles here or there that weren't there with the monster in the original movie, but it's just to take advantage of the fact that since it's a drawing, I'm not limited by um, certain constraints that made the live action uh, portrayal of the monster somewhat limited. So yeah, there's that. But how do you guys feel? We're almost like a few days away from spring. For some of us, that'll be the end of the horrible winter weather that we had. Ken says, as how's comic book radio getting away with playing episodes of In Search of and The Real Ghostbusters? Don't get me wrong, I love both shows. Just don't get how it's not a copyright thing. Um, I mean, if they haven't already, they will. They'll definitely get it taken down for copyright. It probably doesn't have that content ID thing activated, so it's just a case where they have to find it, and then it'll get you know. Yeah, I'm just taking liberties with the tentacles. I'm adding tentacles that weren't there before, but I'm having fun drawing it because it really is a dynamic monster to draw, almost similar to the green slime. He says comic book radio's Pizza Medi's channel. I don't know. I don't know how he's getting away. If he's showing it, I don't know. Is he playing whole episodes of it? Hmm. I didn't know he was. Like that would be a serious copyright breach. I'm not gonna say anything, but it is it is like playing with fire, so KS says I like Pete. Well, thanks to you, KS says a lot of people now will like Pete. And they're gonna like that Pete was playing uh Ghostbusters without a license. KSS. Good job. Good job, Kissifus. Like you really stepped into that one, Kissy. You really did. Wow. Like what is that old saying? With friends like these, right, Kissy? With friends like these. Kissy. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Guys, if you ever do anything that's unethical or illegal, don't have Kissifus around because he'll just tell people how much he likes them. If you're doing something illegal, there will be KSS saying how much he likes you. So be careful. Stay safe out there. The Kissies are there to tell people how much they like you. That's so sick. He had you used a good term and made a code for that's your guy, officers. Arrest him. Arrest him, officers. That's the guy. That's really him. You're such a jerk, KSS. Like, for all you know, the poor guy was trying to make a living, trying to feed his 5 kids from his 2 different women, and you ruined it. You freaking ruined it, Kissy. I hope you're happy now. Like, I really hope it gives you satisfaction. Oh, feel that raining. It's raining. It's coming on hard. That's a nice storm. I should put my spider plant out right now, but I'm too lazy to get up. I'm drawing. I wanted to put Spidey outside. Yeah, it is a strong wind, so he's safe in here. But yeah, guys, just a word caution. If Kissfist says he likes you, he's already ratted you out, so um he's not your friend. And I'm very sorry that we had to part this way, but you totally just like I don't have to tell you, Kissfist. I don't have to tell you. Oh, they haven't asked yet, no. Spidey is my spider plant, for those that even bother to care. I mean, I don't know if we barely manage. I mean, I take care of him. He may lose a couple leaves or two, but he grows more in its place, so he's solid. Yes, we do. There's nothing like a nice rainstorm in the middle of the night, peaceful. Because rain keeps people honest for the most part. Like you don't gotta worry about certain shenanigans happening. So that's right, Tomothy. People need to care about my spider plant. Damn it, care about it. People don't know, Tomothy. They don't know, but you know. You know though. KSS says, "You hear that fart face? The chat loves me. The chat's hearing you. The chat's afraid of you, Kissfist. They're afraid of you. They know now that they're in danger if they download the wrong movie or send that wrong message. They know now because you're there to say, hey, guys, I like him. They're afraid of you now. They know euphemisms. They know it all. A Spider Plant was like a son to me. It was a son to me, Kamati. A big time son to me. I'm just gonna create a very quick background for the Gazora, for the cuttlefish from hell. So let's see here. Oh yeah, that wind is kicking here. It's not the worst wind, but it's definitely kicking. I should probably make it darker on the bottom and then let it radiate as it goes up. So I'm using big terms like radiate because I'm an artist. I can do that. I'm allowed to do those things. See what's happening in the chat. I don't know, you guys aren't saying anything important in the chat. So you guys are all about yourselves. You don't care about what I do. You don't care about my drawing. You don't care about my legacy. You're just having conversations about whatever. I'm not humoring that. So not happening. You guys should just be lucky that I even highlight the chat as a whole and make you all superstars. But no, I don't even get that as a thank you. Not even that. I was going to really like do like a little thing of detail on the ground, but I was like, let me just add something here, just because it'll help enhance the creature a bit more. So what's happening in the chat? Nothing's happening in the chat. So nothing's happening in the chat. So there you go. Okay. Yeah, I think the this thing I'm doing on the ground is pretty good. I think it's helping enhance the tentacles a bit, so that's awesome. I didn't think it would, but it is. And then, like I said, I just go and add any levels of shading, and then it should be good. Should be good, right? Why does a mod have to select show for a comment like bite your tongue woman? That's YouTube. That ain't me, a kiss a fist. Get on Google for that. I got no say in that. You should know that, kiss a fist. You're supposed to be a mod. You should know these things. I can't help if you don't know this. Maybe I should rethink my mod status for you, huh? Kiss a fist, among other things, right? But no, you don't care. You're just too busy trying to slander me and malign me. That's what your kind does. That's what your kind always does. You're slanderers, and you just want to cause trouble and divide this community because it bothers you that I have a stream. It bothers you that I do these things. It bothers you that I can draw and have a chat that cares about me. Well, on paper anyway, and I can do these things. It bothers you. You're worried. You're worried that I actually have influence, and you don't know what to do with that. I'm sorry, Kissifis, but that's off my hands at this point. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not. First of all, stop calling me that, Kissifis. I'm not fart face. Stop calling me that because you're disgusting. You of the um of whatever persuasion you are, you're disgusting. So you gotta stop that. That's the first thing. Second thing is I'm a human being, so you need to like respect me and stop these things that you do because it's horrible. What you're doing is horrible. You just gotta stop. Like, just stop it. Get help. Like there are people here that are here for you and they're willing to help you. But you gotta stop this. Yeah, it says a lot of that is a great drawing. I love 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Well, that's the wrong movie, so you can go ahead and be cute somewhere else, Kizvis. Go ahead and be cute somewhere else. Just go. Go to Connie Mark stream and take that over there with that. With your nonsense. Yeah, go check out Connie Mark. You'll be good there. As a matter of fact, Kansas, you're banished. I banished you to Connie Mark stream. Congratulations, you're now part of the Connie Mark crew. Enjoy your time. Mikaju says, "Where is Prime and the other artist? Autist. Is there a horse race or something? It's probably Anime Night where they're at. So they're just like doing the thing where they're just like not even caring right now. So that's probably where they're at. You guys are like, okay, now I got Mikachu saying I draw the best spiders, raccoons, baboons. You guys know full well what I drew. You know full well what I drew. So I don't want to hear any more out of you people with your slanders and your libels and your misgivings. I draw werewolves, and you know they're werewolves, and it bothers you that I draw good werewolves. It bothers you. That was a werewolf. No, that was a werewolf. That was the American Werewolf in London. No, I veto. I press veto power. I'm exercising my veto power. I am not putting a poll with these people. They're here to make me fail. I would not dare put that to a vote. That's a good point. Where are the likes at? Oh wait, never mind. I'm talking to the spirit truckers in the chat. Never mind. Never mind. You guys don't care about likes. You guys want to see me fail. You want my enterprise to just tumble and fall. Well, guess what? It ain't gonna tumble and fall. It's just not gonna happen. You know why? Because I'm here to stay. Damn it! I can't say the word veto without you people thinking the wrong thing. You know full well what I meant when I said veto, as in the authority to not let something pass. That's veto power. Al Bundy exercised it. How come I can't? No, that's fake. Don't you start now. Don't you start. No, I think they can hear you. She's doing her stuff or something. I can't say it because it's private. But Kay says, "Stop telling the chat I stole Staples. I don't even work there. And if I did, I wouldn't steal Staples. I'd steal paper and stuff that's like substantial. Why would I steal something that I could easily get at the Dollar Tree? You jerk. Staples? I can get their file folders and live on the edge. Why would I do for Staples? The file folders is where it's at. That's where you get the real thrill. Because you run the risk of getting file folders and not the dividers. Not the dividers. The labels, the colored labels. Like if you get the dividers but not the colored labels, then you didn't do a good job and you really failed at being thrilling. You got to really go all out when you do that stuff. So like the file folders, even the journals, like they have journals, you should get those. That's thrilling. Staples is not thrilling. I'm just filling out the ground here. Uh, I mean, my yeah, mine is still pretty good. No, I'm not. No, my wow, Kansas actually did the thing. He actually stopped the ruffling. That's the first good thing Kansas has done in a long time. He stopped the ruffling. Good on you, Kissifus. Good on you. And I am all for Tommy being timed out for ruffling. That's a term of service violation. Because if Brian Crisco's not going to be here, then we're going to treat Tomothy like he is a Brian Crisco. Because, right, it's fun. I said it was fun. Tomothy's claiming he was telling them to ruffling. No, we saw what you were doing, Tomothy. We saw what you was doing. And I'm sorry, but you're not going to get away with it. Nice try, though. But you're not getting away with it. Adding some shading to the tentacles, give it like a some dimension. I already have the assholes in the chat calling it the octopus from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea when it clearly is a different creature. That was a squid. This is did I say octopus? No, it's a squid. This is a cuttlefish. Totally different creature. Okay, let me see what's going on in the chat. There's a lot of something going on in the chat. You guys are doing towers. Stop doing towers. You guys are pathetic. Stop doing towers. We don't tower here. That's why I banned all the ruffling and the lamowing. But you guys do towers with that, and then you just hurt my aesthetic. And on top of that, well, you're just not nice people. You're not very nice. Hopefully you all had a good Monday. What time is it? It's 11:25. I'm almost done with the drawing, but I'm just adding some shading here or there to give the tentacles more vibrancy, more life. Tentacles on a shading on the creature itself. I should put something on here too because it's the inside of the tentacle. Good to give my throat a little break. So maybe you should enjoy ASMR of the pen hitting the pad. Well, I got nothing, so I'm just gonna just draw. You guys can enjoy my dogs barking in the background. Moon Trusty says, "Why does your throat need a break, Elasmat? What have you been up to? You know what I've been doing, Moon Trusty? I've been talking, humoring you racists in the chat. Why can't you be like my good friend Meme Lord Woodrow? He said to so quiet. I'm sorry, Meme Lord Woodrow. These people are harassing the good people in this chat, and they're making it hard for you to enjoy this time, Meme Lord Woodrow. So I apologize on behalf of the people in this chat for making you feel uncomfortable and not welcome here. You're definitely welcome here. You're important here. I don't care what anybody else here says. I don't care what nobody else says. Especially color form. Well, you know who I do care for, right? Georgina Floyd. She says, she. That's how I know that's going to be a good day because Georgina Floyd came and graced me with her presence in the chat. You guys can learn a thing or two from Georgina Floyd. I pray one day you do. Excuse me. If I'm burping, that's because I disrespect you all, and I'm proud of it. By the way, guys, if you guys weren't around for yesterday's live stream, I uploaded it as a video with better audio, trimmed off the intros and some receipts thrown in for the EFAP that I did. So go check it out. I think you'll have fun with it. I rarely recommend any of my live streams that I do, but that one was a fun one and informative. And I was like, yeah, I gotta upload it as a video. A, so I can hit the algorithm, and B, to include some receipts, fix the audio, because it really was that good of a stream. So, Fascist Kirk says the Q word. How you doing, Fascist Kirk? Gypsy Maple, hello there. I'm seeing some new names in the chat today, so appreciate you guys who are new coming in here. I am drawing the monster from Space Amoeba, aka Yogg monster from space. This is Gazora, the cuttlefish. Thank you. And my lovely lady just bought me a new drink to have, so that's awesome. That's awesome. Shout out to you guys in the chats. Let's see. Mikachu still typing. Kirk Fascist and you drunk Cthulhu. For freaking sake, does nobody read the title of the stream? It's the monster from the movie Space Amoeba. This is Gazora, the tentacle monster, the cuttlefish, which is of the same family as the squid. Wait, what did you say I was drawing? Cthulhu. Oh, you saw Cthulhu. I guess I can see why you'd say that, but it's clearly not Cthulhu. Gypsy Maple says, I've seen some tentacles in my time, but never one that bend backwards at 90 degrees. Well, this is a monster. So this is how, like, if you see the movie, tentacles do aim a certain way because when the puppeteers were uh messing with the strings for each tentacle, they just had to move it to give it the sense of life. I don't think they really cared about physics or anything. It's just let's just move the damn thing so that it has life. So I'm drawing it according to that. If anything, it's film accurate, but that just means I'm capturing the charm of it, which it's probably your own connection, I think. Because I'm showing fine on my end here. So, oh, we have Casey Anthony in the chat. Welcome, Casey Anthony. The last one's so stupid he doesn't even know who Gypsy Maple is. I'm reading the freaking name. Sisyphus, Kissy. We have 18 people watching. Is it come? Is it our way? Okay. I definitely like how like the shading is adding life to the tentacles. There's a danger of overshading, so I got to remember to make sure to put a stop to it at some point. Oh wait, maybe I should put something in his eye area, his eye socket. I think I should put some there. Okay, so it'll be raining here for the rest of the night, more or less. You know, 2 hours. If I'm still awake, then yeah, it won't be the rest of the night. But if I sleep before that, it'll probably be the rest of the night because that'll be my night right there. So yeah. Okay. I think
You
yeah.
think what? You gonna
Holy
end the
crap!
stream?
Holy crap! Wait,
What's
hold
holy
on.
crap?
Wait, let me do the thing here. Okay. So look who we got. Look who we have. Hold on. Let me get you speaking
Yeah.
mic.
Yeah. And look who went live and didn't tell anybody, huh? Look who look.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay,
Wow.
okay. You know what? I put the link in the chat, in your chat in Discord, Primathor, so you don't get to blame
Oh.
ignorance because it was
Oh.
in your
Oh.
filthy Discord. You lying sack.
It. You know it's anime night. You do this shit to me every fucking Monday. You know that,
But
right?
hey, okay, so then why you getting? I mean, if you know I stream Mondays,
I don't know. Why do you stream on Mondays and not Tuesdays? Why can't you stream on
why are you
Tuesday?
shaming me, Prime?
I don't know. Why are you drawing like squid porn?
Don't you know who
Oh,
this
excuse me,
is?
prawn.
Don't you know who this is?
Yes, I know who it is.
So then, okay, so then why is that a mystery that what I'm drawing? I figured you who are people would actually be here for that to actually be a part of this and actually, oh, I don't know, like talk about it.
Look. I've had a very long day. Okay, very long day last night.
You want to talk about it, sweetheart?
I don't know. I can't talk to Ian about it. He doesn't want to talk to me about anything anymore.
Why?
I don't know. You should ask him.
Wait, is there a divorce between you and Arnold?
Yes. He found out about the secret lover, and I can't do anything about it now.
Is it Fascist Kirk?
No.
'Cause he seems happy every time he come on board. He's like, oh, Tesva's only begotten son Prime Rib.
No, he just likes talking about that because Testify has to stay relevant. You know.
Yeah, it says, and Prime comes on,
Hmm.
and now I have a ruptured eardrum. So,
That's right.
well, Primathor is here to
There
bring
you.
life to a stream that was about to end anyway. Well, but we're gonna be on for a little while longer because
No.
um,
We're gonna be only in here for 10 minutes, and then you're going to end the stream. That's right.
have you seen this movie, Space Amoeba?
A long time ago.
What are your thoughts on it?
I mean, it's an okay film. It's not like it's got anything good or bad in it. It's like your typical C plus B minus movie.
That's pretty much my thoughts on it. It's a fun movie, but yeah, I definitely would put it anywhere from the C plus grade range.
Yeah, not to mention, there's a lot of good movies, films that are, out there that have, like some questionable acting, some questionable stuff. But like most of the time when you're as a kid, you just want to watch the monster battles and everything like that, and the army take on the monster, or the human try to defeat the monster, that sort of thing. That's what this movie is. It's basically one of those where you're not cheering on so much for the cast, you're cheering on for the monster because it's freaking cool and it's just basically causing havoc. So
Moon Trust, he says, I'm too quiet compared to my guests. Well, I don't I've been doing a lot of the talking. My throat is kind of strained. But I do that for you people,
you're,
you harassers in the
wait,
chat.
wait, wait. Your throat is strained.
From talking.
How
I'm
did how
talking.
how
I'm
did
talking. Damn
you
it!
didn't try to swallow the squid in this damn thing, did you?
Oh god, come on. Come on. Damn it. Read the chat. Read the chat.
Kirk Fasci says, I like Mars Attacks Prime was my favorite character when he played Jack Black. You want to know something funny? I found a copy of Mars Attacks on Blu-ray in Walmart for $7 this week.
Right?
That movie goes for like 20-25 on the aftermarket right now.
Huh. Interesting. Because it got released on Blu-ray. Walmart is carrying like a special um you know Blu-ray of it. So
Like
yeah.
I was just like, dude, I was like, what the hell? Like most of the I go on Amazon, you type in Mars Attacks, it's like after sales are like in the $20+ range, and then you look at some of the stuff in Walmart, and you're just like, whoa, what, $7? Dodgeball, $7? I'm like, what the hell's going on here? I thought you guys were trying to get rid of media out of your store, not bring it in.
Well, I mean, I'm just thankful that they're still selling physical media. So I'm all for it.
Yeah, mine got revamped, by the way. They did a complete overhaul of the whole entire store. The aisles are much wider. It's like open spaces. Dude, I feel like I'm in a freaking Sam's Club now.
Hold on 1 second.
Fascist Kirk, how do you not have a Blu-ray player? Your typical PS3 that you can get on the aftermarket for $100 has a Blu-ray player in it. Oh, and by the way, it plays the older versions of like the 2007 ones, because I don't know if you know this, but if you try to play like the very first Blu-rays that came out,
Right.
certain Blu-ray players don't play them, and a PS4 doesn't either. I found that out from Flight of the Phoenix on Blu-ray because it came out in 2007.
Right.
And I tried to put in my PS4, didn't play. Put in my Xbox, played. And I was like, what the hell is up with that?
Is that a thing? Is that really a thing, or is that just your copies?
No, it literally it played in the Xbox, just didn't play in the PS4. Like it wouldn't read it. It was spinning the disc.
Well,
And I've came across that issue.
Kay says he loves Mars Attacks.
Yes.
Maybe, maybe how about this? Right. How about this? I'll do Mars Attacks for next week's Monday Monster Moratorium.
You're gonna draw a big eyeball brain monster with a ray gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll do that. I'll do Mars Attacks next week.
Are you going to do the alien basically shooting the gun, or are you going to do the alien that's basically being a peeping tom inside the trailer?
I don't know.
You know that's my funniest. That's the funniest part about those aliens, man. They were like freaking horn dogs, but yet they would just want to kill and eradicate the human race.
That is true. Yes, they did. They did want to do those things. Yes. They did. I mean, now that I think about it, they will be fun to draw, though.
Yeah, and then you can sell the drawing at Heroes Con. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should totally make it where it's melting Jack Nicholson down to the very base root of his boots. It'd be hilarious. Because he was the president in that movie.
Yes.
There was a really great lineup of casting in that movie too. You had James Earl Jones as one of the military generals. You had Jack Nicholson. You had who else was in that? Pierce Brosnan was in there.
Yeah.
But I don't want to divulge too much, because if you want to make this a draw stream about Mars Attacks, we'll save that information for the next stream.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure, like, when I see it again, I'm gonna have questions about it and thoughts about it. It's gonna remind me of some of the things I didn't like about it. But that'll be a good conversation to have. It might refresh that, or it might make me see it in a new light. Who knows?
Yeah. Moon Trusty, the belt drive is not broken at all. It plays everything but that Blu-ray. I think it's just like when Blu-ray started coming out with the very first issues. They're just, some of them just, the laser's not reading it properly. Yeah, yes, I know Jet Black's in it too, Kirk.
We said Martin Short. We said who was who's that girl that who was Tim Burton's girlfriend at the time? The girl that played Vampira in the Ed Wood movie. What's her freaking name?
I can't remember.
Yeah, she's in it though. She's in it for.
Also, I don't know if you saw KSS's comment, but he says that you could draw K Diddy's head on a dog body. That's terrible.
Come on.
That's terrible.
That's awful. Why would you say that? That poor dog.
I know. Dude, that scene in that. Oh well, I don't want to talk about it. We'll talk about it next stream. Shh. Y'all want to? Y'all look. You done turned this into a Mars Attacks topic. Don't do that. It's rude.
I mean, you came in late, Time of Thor.
I'm always late.
You shouldn't be.
Hell, I bet you I'll be late for my firstborn's freaking birth.
You jerk. I'm gonna proactively call you a jerk for that.
That's all right.
Mikajuice
Better
says
late
Michael
than
J.
never.
Fox and Sarah Jessica Parker. Oh, I remember that. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Osgray says Helena Bonham Carter. No, not Helena Bonham Carter. It was a girl that played Vampira in the Ed Wood movie. That wasn't Helena Bonham Carter.
Vampira. Okay, hang on.
What the heck was her name? And she was also in Planet of the Apes in one small role, but it wasn't Helena Bonham Carter. Why for life can I not remember her name? Watch, I'm gonna find out, and I'm like, oh, of course. Damn it, I should have known.
Hang on, I'm looking up. It says Lisa Marie.
Oh, yeah, guys, Lisa Marie, yes, that was her.
Yeah, it says that she appeared in several of his '90s films, including Ed Wood and Mars Attacks. Holy shit!
So yeah, Lisa Marie, that's who that she played that in Mars Attack. She was an avatar of one of the aliens. So yeah.
Uh huh. Man, I tell you what, to go back to a simpler time, the '90s, man. Eh. I know you remember it more because you were still in your like
Yeah,
20s,
they
man. But
weren't too simple for me, but I think the couple of years in the 90s were good. Like 1993 was good because that was the year I discovered Godzilla vs. Biollante and the Heisei films, and that was a good year. That was the year of Jurassic Park too. That was the year of my Sega Genesis too. So that was a pretty good year for me. 95 was good too. I like 1995. 97 maybe. 1999 was dope. I like 1999. But I think overall I prefer the 80s a little more. Even though the 90s gave me more freedom and I had more access to collectibles that I didn't have in the 80s because I was dependent on mom back then. But I don't know. Like each decade had its perks and its pros and cons. So
I know it's just, man. I just miss going back into video stores, like rental stores, just going in them, looking around, grabbing the little library cards
yeah,
because you didn't have the movie in there. It
yeah.
was just grabbing the card and you go and you ask for the movie and like $16 for three movies for 3 nights. It's like it's just something special about just being able to just rent a movie and just make it a movie night, like
Yeah.
now it's just become like so mundane that it's like, oh, turn on my PS4, oh my god, look at the 1,000 movies at my fingertips. It was actually something to look forward to when you knew that someone had like a copy of Tremors 2 and you're like, what is it back? And they're like, oh, it'll be back here Thursday. It's like, okay, I'll be here back Thursday, all right. And you had something to look forward to. Now it's just like, oh, Tremors 2, it's there 24/7.
In some way, there's some sublime truth to what you're saying. I do have to admit that. Mikaju's. I mean, there's a comment Mikaju said. Mikaju said that Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes is underrated. It's more like the originals than the new reboots. I have to respectfully disagree. That movie was not underrated. That movie was deserving of all the harsh criticism it got. For as great as the special effects were and as great as the set designs were, the script was horrible and the characters are bland. And the ending was made absolutely no sense. That was one of the most disappointing movies I have ever seen. And to this day, like I look at it as an extreme blown opportunity and definitely one of Tim Burton's worst. And I say that very begrudgingly because I wanted to like it. I really did. But it just wasn't that good.
Did you ever see Stan Winston Studios early prop work for Planet of the Apes from the like late '90s? Man, they were cooking,
I did see
man.
that. Yeah, that was incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, they were cooking then, and then all of a sudden Tim Burton gets this contract to make a remake,
Hmm.
and I'm just like, I can see more of the actors' faces than I did any monkey features, man. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah,
I know
it's just something.
yeah, I know. I know.
Early 2000s movies were a lot of hit and misses. Like I know Kurt Fash just said that he likes Jurassic Park 3 as his favorite, but like there was a lot of hit and misses in the early 2000s that were just like cash grabs for the titles of movies that came before. I mean, Jurassic Park 3 suffered a lot of script changes
Yep.
and no direction at all. Um and like even with like the Batman movies in the late '90s, man, they were just like once we got to George Clooney with the bat nipples, it was all over.
Yeah.
But it's just something, man. But I mean, and as much as I don't like bringing up Bryan Singer, but like once we got into like the X-Men movies starting to come out, then that was the turning point because now we were starting to see superhero movies actually become you know popularized, and Spider-Man did well. Um, some of them didn't. Daredevil definitely didn't. Hulk didn't gain any momentum, even though a lot of people and a lot of kids like the Hulk movie. It just the box office suffered majorly from it. Even though you had Sam Elliott, who I think was a perfect role for General Ross.
Well, it suffered because it wasn't really a Hulk story. Like and the thing is, it's not a bad movie, but it needed more Hulk, and it was just mostly Hulk versus the military, and that's kind of boring. Like you wanted to see more Hulk versus the bad guys, Hulk versus the villain of the week, and the stuff with the
Which is funny
yeah.
because I don't know if you ever played the video game adaptation from the movie, but they actually did that with the video game.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure they did, and it was like a missed opportunity.
And that's another thing too that I noticed a growing trend with early 2000s movies is that the movie would suck, but then the plot points that game studios got for making movie adaptations had the early draft and the scripts that were supposed to be the movie itself,
Right,
and they would literally just one for one copy the early draft scripts and make a much better story with the game adaptation than
right.
the movie ever did for 2.5 hours. It's so weird, man. Like a lot of hit and misses.
Yeah, very much so, very much so. And I'm seeing in the chat they're talking about like Arnold Schwarzenegger was in talks to do like Conan movie, a new Predator movie, and I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. The guy's too old. He's not gonna be able to do it. Like a King Conan movie, like he's too old for that. He's not no. It's not that he's too old, but you can see his body's breaking down. He's not physically able to do the role. This is not gonna happen.
Even the voice isn't the same boom of that Schwarzenegger just voice anymore either.
Yeah, like
You know,
at some point the guy's just
there's no saving grace to even just do a body double and a CGI face over it like they've been doing with Terminator at this point. It's like you just be better off just getting a body double and doing an AI with the AI voice because it could capture the likeness and the voice. But you need to get him to sign off on the likeness contract.
so Moon Trusty says, by the way, Elasmat, squids don't have eyelids. So this isn't a squid, this is a giant cuttlefish, and B, it's a kaiju. And this is the actual design. If you have an issue with it, you gotta take it up with the designer of the suit effects artist because
And
they
see,
gave
it's a monster and it involved eyelids. So there you go.
yeah they gave him eyelids. What do you want me to tell you? It
It
didn't have
evolved,
eyelids.
Elias Matt. You say it evolved eyelids.
Evolved eyelids.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you gotta remember it. Like scientists all try to tell us that we all will evolve into crabs. Like everything on Earth will evolve to a crab. Okay, so like
I thought that the
clearly
dinosaurs become ferns.
I don't know, maybe.
That's what I
But
heard.
let's. Oh, I know. Moon Trusty says that he thought the movies were over with 2001's Jason X. No, no, I have to tell you that even though I was a child, but realizing watching the movie finally, no, the movies were over with. Oh God, I can't even remember what the title of it is. What's the alien movie where Ripley's a clone?
Alien Resurrection.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how you know it was over. Yeah, that was a terrible movie. Aliens 3 was even terrible as a sequel. It's like it just I
Okay,
didn't
so which
like
is
that.
worse, Alien 3 or Alien Resurrection? It's like I think over time people realize Alien Resurrection was probably a fun movie. Not a good movie, but it was fun at least. There was things about it that were kind of enjoyable. Whereas
Right, but then Aliens 3, it was just like it just defeated aliens and Newt's dead. You're on a prison planet. You
right,
shaved your head. You hate your life.
yeah,
There's barely anything about an alien in the movie besides it's
right,
doing the exact same thing as the first movie now, just hiding in air ducts.
right. Right.
And then of all things, you got Wayland Utani, the actual guy, Wayland being freaking. He's actually the guy that basically made all the androids look like himself. It's hilarious.
Very much so. Very much so.
And yeah. Oh look, CBR series says last Matt back again drawing tentacle porn. See, yeah, he's got you now. He's got you now,
Do not
last Matt.
acknowledge anything that Kabur has to say.
Kabur is my friend and my colleague, and I have to acknowledge him.
Kabur sends drones. He's dangerous.
Who do you think he hired to do it?
I know. I know. You guys are here ruining my enterprises.
Let's see. Kissy says, "I know it's such a disappointment. Osgrade stage. I looked good, just a disappointment. He could take his helmet off, just don't ever show Dredd's entire face." And the script was meh. I guess they're talking about Judge Dredd. Hang on, let me go up a little bit. Let's see.
Yes, see it all, Primator. See
I,
it all.
I'm trying. Stallone's Judge Dredd had a good sets, uniforms, and vehicles. Okay, so yes, they are talking about the Stallone version of Judge Dredd, and that was a very phoned in movie. I have to like my favorite parts are Rob Schneider. I can't help it. It's just something about Sylvester Stallone and Rob Schneider working together in two different films. It's just fucking hilarious to me.
That movie did have a cool robot.
Like I don't know how those two ended up being in the same movies twice. Like Rob Schneider's just looking at Stallone after Demolition Man and being like, "Hey, you want to go do a Judge Dredd movie?" Oh sure, run on, right? Like I wonder how that conversation went.
I can only imagine. Kirk Feige says that Stallone's Judge Dredd was a great way better than the remake. What do you think of that statement?
No, I prefer Carl Urban's version, and I would honestly give up every single Star Wars movie and the franchise just being completely dead in 2012 just to have probably 3 more sequels to that universe.
That's quite the statement. I haven't seen it, but I think I would share your sentiment in that one.
Basically, you have I don't want to spoil it, but Judge Dredd is locked in a mega city
Right.
tower, and he's battling his way to the top. That's all you need to know.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yes, and he actually does have his rookie partner who can do what she does, which is be like a mutant who can basically read minds and shit. So
I think I'm gonna have to buy that on Blu-ray and watch it.
I already own it on Blu-ray.
Okay, but you're not giving
But
it to me, so I think I have to buy it so I can
yeah,
own it.
well, see, this is why I said we need video rental stores again. Then you could just go rent it, and then you could be like, "Hey,
No,
I
I
got it
want
for
to
three
own it.
days."
I want to own it.
Oh, you want to own it? Well,
Yes.
why do you want to own things? You're not one of those subscribers. You're those owners. Okay.
Well, Fashion is correct in saying that the Sloan version is more canon and faithful to the original source material.
Because it basically takes a lot of the comic stuff and adapts it, but a lot of how a lot of things in comics just don't adapt well. That's basically all I gotta say.
And we have a $2 Australian super chat from Osgrade Sage. Thank you for that. He says you should do a monsters tier list stream. What does that mean? What do you mean a monsters tier list stream? You got to be specific. I don't know what you mean by that. Like, are you saying I should do a list of the top tier monster movies that I've done? Am I grading each one? Like, what? I don't know what that means. You gotta qualify a statement. I need to know what it means so I can then see if we're on to something there. Kansas says Dread was dope. Um, Osgrade says he likes Dread better. Me Lord Woodrow says Dread was a rare example of them being faithful to the source. Um, so yeah, the Moon Trust says he likes owning things. Me too. I hate subscribing to things. So do I. Kirk Fauci says rent it. I will get it right on that. Going to Blockbuster right now. Oh, he got you there, Prime. He got you there.
Sir, there is a Blockbuster still open, locally owned, and I think it's in Ohio.
Greg says, okay, rank the best monster from monster movies. I don't know
You
about.
want him to stay up all night, don't you?
I mean, do you want me to go through every single movie I review? That's gonna be a 5-hour stream.
He's
to
just
rank
going to
the
say
best?
Godzilla's going to be the best, and then he's just going to say the worst is something stupid. You know that.
No, the best would be Godzilla, and the worst would be Razorback. Even though I've never seen Razorback, but KSS recommended Razorback, and I'm never gonna watch it. So there's your tier list, Oscar Sage. The best is Godzilla, and the worst is Razorback, courtesy of KSS. There you go. There's your list.
Also, Alasmat, to own Dread, it's $24 on Blu-ray
Right.
on Amazon. But if you want to save $10, you can get the 4K edition right now on sale for $14. That includes the Blu-ray.
Okay, maybe I'll look into that and get that.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. And also, the original Judge Dredd is $10.49.
Oscar says Gamber's #1. Oscar says that you're gonna get banned. Don't say things like that. Just don't. Be good here. We're good. We're kind to each other here. You need to follow suit. Be kind. Seriously, be kind, Oscar Sage. Just be kind.
Oh God, you saying that reminded me of another Jack Black film. Oh, that was Be Kind Rewind. You never saw Be Kind Rewind with Jack Black?
No, I'm not. I'm not a Jack Black guy, so no.
Okay, I gotta say it's the most stupidest movie I've ever seen, and it is about video rentals. Basically, this guy owns like one of the last rental stores. This movie was like made, I think it was like 2008, 2009.
Right.
You know, right as the VHS was being phased out because everybody was just like, we got DVDs and Blu-rays now. Basically, what happens is that he gets irradiated, and then when he takes a whiz, it demagnetizes all the VHS tapes in the store. And he's like, "Oh no, how are we going to sell movies we don't have?" So they decide to basically remake them as like independent movies, but still use the same titles, and they're just using like their own props to like redo the movies. And the local community likes the movie so much, they start thinking that he's an actor, and he starts signing autographs and stupid shit like that.
He said Communitah. He said community.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. You said a lot of words wrong there, though. But I'm not gonna make fun of you because you were having a conversation.
Hey, you know what? You know what? That's fine. We all make mistakes.
So there's my drawing, by the way, of the cuttlefish from Space Amoeba.
Yeah. Congratulations. No. When are we gonna pop its head off and dip it in some soy sauce?
You're disgusting for him. You're very disgusting.
What? It's
do you
enough
do
to
those
feed
things?
a whole
Why do you say those
village.
things?
It's enough to feed a whole village. You know that you got a Japanese audience probably who's looking at this and saying, "I want to eat that right now."
Noriana likes it. Noriana's a fan. Why aren't you a fan?
I am a fan. Anyway, you sound tired of shit, last man. I think you're one in the stream.
I am spent, yeah. And they're making fun of the fact
Okay.
that my voice is kind of low, but I can only keep the energy on for so long. I have
I know.
I've been streaming for
You want me to end it out for you? I can end it out for you.
Can you do that for me, Promathor? I would appreciate it.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for everybody for coming by. You know, we appreciate you. We hope that you join us next week when we draw brainless zombies with ray guns, as in quote unquote aliens who just try to destroy humanity in Mars Attacks. And we hope that you support Elasmat. And if you're coming to Charlotte, North Carolina in June, make sure you come and say hello at HeroesCon. There
Say
you go.
hello.
Yeah, say hello. Or, buy his book.
Yes, buy my book, buy my art. Just buy something for me. You know you want to.
He's a
I
starving
don't-
artist. He's got to pay bills.
I do. I really do. Goodbye.
All right, everybody. Have a good night. Is it dead? Did you make sure your desktop audio is all